name is Fred Espenak, and I'm a scientist emeritus, a retired scientist from NASA, and I study eclipses. I photograph eclipses. I make the predictions for NASA for eclipses, and I've been doing this for nearly 50 years. Most of my work has been involved in the exact prediction of eclipses, their positions on the Earth, how frequently they take place over thousands of years. This will be the 29th total solar eclipse that I've been to. And the total eclipse, I think, is the most spectacular natural phenomenon that you can see with the naked eye. I have visited Chile a number of times before, and it's a good place for the eclipse.
We call ourselves solar wind Sherpas, so we travel around the world chasing solar eclipses. And this is one of our 3 sites. We have another one at Cerro Tololo and another in Rodeo in Argentina. And so here we have our 3 different instruments that we're doing science here today. Hopefully, that looks like the skies are pretty clear so far. We have some white light telescopes there. And then over here I have, this is what I'll be operating. This is a spectrometer. What it does is it spreads the light of the sun into the rainbow, and then we can measure the composition or the speeds of the various particles in the corona and the solar wind. And then we also have these cameras, which are narrowband cameras, so they're very similar to the white light telescopes, and that way we can isolate a very specific color of light, which we then can, which is corresponding to a specific particle in the sun's corona, and then we can use those to study things like the temperature or density and other physics that's going on there. An eclipse is really the best time to observe the corona because it's just really hard to see normally, and in fact you can send a spacecraft into orbit and try to block out the sun, and you can see the corona, but it's not quite as, you can't get quite as close to the sun as you can during an actual eclipse.
We have one of the biggest amateur observatories in Poland, and our goal is to promote astronomy there and in Europe. We're here to observe the solar eclipse, of course, and also to observe the night sky, because the conditions here are just fantastic. There's no light pollution or very minimal light pollution, so we're taking advantage of the conditions here, and we're staying for about a week to observe, do some simple research, and then broadcast the solar eclipse live on TV and over the internet.
I feel so blessed and lucky to be here to witness it. The cool thing about this eclipse is that we're going to see it, and I think with this mountain it will probably be set just at the end of the last contact. So what that means is we'll see a sunset that's like a partial eclipse, and then right after that the stars will come out, which will be amazing too, because we're going to see those same stars during the daytime during the eclipse for the 2 minutes and 30 seconds that the sun goes away.
I'm here to photograph the eclipse. I try to come to as many as I can.
My husband is actually the serious photographers, and I do my little hobby, which is pinhole projection. This pattern will go onto the screen and the little suns will show up on it.
We hope to be able to see the corona, and with his camera and different filters we'll be able to see hopefully maybe some flares or something. There aren't any sunspots on the sun.
I am here for the most magnificent thing that you can possibly see in the sky, and that's a total eclipse of the sun. My goal here is just to have fun and to enjoy the experience. If I get lucky, I'll take some really nice pictures with that camera over there. That's the fingers crossed. We'll see.
Each eclipse is special because of where it is, and we get to go to a part of the world that we would never have gone to. I've never heard of Vicuña, so we came to Vicuña, came to Chile. I've never been to Chile before. Just an opportunity to see a different part of the world.